Welcome brawlers, I'm DG Hermit and today we're gonna be playing a partner deck. We're gonna have access to all colors except black, because our commanders are Hugo Kupka, also known as Bruse, Boorish herder, for 2 generic 1 red and 1 white. We get a 3/3 legendary human ally. Whenever he attacks or enters, target creature we control gains double strike and lifelink until end of turn. Our other commander is Tidus, Zanarkand Fayth, also known as Thrasios, Triton hero. For 1 green and 1 blue, we get a 1/3 legendary Merfolk wizard. We can pay 4 to scry 1, then reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land, put it on the battlefield tapped, otherwise draw a card. The way this partner pair spoke to me is I decided to be the ramp deck, following Thrasios abilities, but also a big creature deck following Bruse Tarls. Because if we are gonna give lifelink and double strike to something, might as well make it as big as we can. Or maybe not necessarily too big, but big enough and fun enough. The creatures that we're gonna be trying to get to are Surrak Dragonclaw, as well as Dragonlord Oyutai. Whenever any Oyutai deals combat damage to our opponents, we get to look at the top 3 cards of our library, put 1 in our hand and the rest on the bottom. We also have Etali, Primal Conqueror. Whenever it enters, we exile cards from the top of each player's library until we get an on-land card, and we may cast both of them. We have Kogla, the Titan Ape. When it enters, it fights. When it attacks, it destroys an enchantment or artifact. We also have Primeval Titan. When it enters or attacks, we get 2 more lands. And one of my favorites, we're gonna be playing Medomai the Ageless. When it deals combat damage to a player, we get an extra turn, but it cannot attack during extra turns. So if we manage to give it double strike and lifelink, then we're gonna get 2 extra turns. And in order to close the deal a little bit faster, we have Xenagos, God of Revels. At the beginning of combat on your turn, another target creature gains haste and gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is that creature's power. So if we only have Xenagos on the field, we can play Bruse Tarl, give it double strike, lifelink, and it becomes a 6/6 with haste. So that's 12 damage just by having Xenagos and our commander. One of the things I like to do with this deck is also play Tooth and Nail, because when we play it, we're always gonna get an extra turn by playing Medomai the Ageless with Xenagos, God of Revels. We are running Stormkell Vanguard. It's an adventure creature. For 2 mana, we can destroy target artifact or enchantment at sorcery speed, but it also is a 6/7, which cannot be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. We have 3 of the 4 overlords we can play. Overlord of the Boiler Villages. When it enters or attacks, it deals 4 damage to any target. Overlord of the Hauntwoods. When it enters or attacks, we get a land with every basic land type. And Overlord of the Flood Pits. When it enters or attacks, draw 2 cards and discard a card. The ability to look through our deck comes really handy in Brawl because of the single turn format. So I also decided to add Thirst for Discovery, as well as Winter Night Story. They allow us to draw 3 cards, and we have to discard 2, unless we discard a creature or a basic land. Which also brings me to the point. We are running 16 basic lands, and we're running many ways to search our library for basics and put them into play. Antis Restoration, Harrow, even Nesa's Pilgrimage, Zendikar Invasion, Glimpse the Core, Rampant Growth. And we have a decent amount of word wipes. We have Ill-Time Explosion, Sunfall, Farewell, Ultima, Divine Purge, Brotherhood's End, Sweltering Suns. And we don't have to worry about them staying in our hand because we can discard them. We are also supplementing Xenagos with a Rhythm of the Wild, which also doubles as a protection against counter spells, and Temur Ascendancy. We have Surrak Dragonclaw. It can be countered, our creatures can be countered, and other creatures we control have trample. Finally, since last time I played Thrasios, I forgot about them. I'm running Training Grounds as well as Trackhand Trainer, which has a exhaust ability where we can conjure at Training Grounds. Now, if you decide to play this deck, give it a try. The only thing that I need to advise is that you pay close attention to the lands that you are gonna get, because you're gonna be wanting double red or double white, double blue, and in some rare instances, double or triple green. So you need to focus on the cards that you want in the matchup and not necessarily just the ones in your hand at the moment. In case I need to emphasize this, we are running land-based ramp because we have all the rats, so if we play creature-based ramp, they're gonna die to the rats. But also, here's a little secret. The fact that we are running this many basics and not the surveillance actually I think helps us in the matchmaker, so we get better matches, and that's kind of the reason why I pivoted this deck into the all basic ramping. That's the deck, and as always, remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. For now, let's head into the queue, and let's show our opponents who's the biggest and the baddest. Ursa. Okay. Don't love this one, but we'll see. We should get red. And here we have invasion mana. Do I wanna kill Gevnet's monument? I guess not for now. That way we have Etali if we need. If we draw a land next turn. Harmonicon. So I'm thinking play Growth Spiral. Then we can play Uro. With a breeding pool. And then we bear down on the Panharmonicon. No land though. So let's go for Etali here. Prison Borrower. We're gonna exile, send back to Thassan. We're not gonna cast Wash Away. Thassan. Opponent unable to scream on Etali, and I'm thinking we are gonna Brotherhood Send. Destroy all artifacts, mana value 3 or less. And we should Memory Deluge. Swords on Training Grounds. Opponent gets Archmage's Charm with Terra. Draw 2 cards. Cold Steel Heart, and they're gonna blink Terra. So we can do Planar Genesis. See if we get a counter. Winter Night Stories. We're gonna discard 2 lands here. Gonna place their commander. They spin the well once on summon. And they blink Terra. We get our Triumph and we have Tooth and Nail. So what should we do with it? We are gonna take an extra turn here. Medomai the Ageless and Xenagos, I think is the best. Although, yeah, Xenagos and Medomai. Here. What now? Since Medomai is not gonna attack, we're gonna harmonize. And we discard Phlage. We're gonna bring back Phlage. Hit Terra. Then Phlage is gonna get double strike and lifelink, as well as haste. Opponent blocks with their construct, go to 12. And since we have 1 mana left over, we play Training Grounds. Opponent plays Reverse Rebuke, which means we get an Etali. Discard 5. Etali and get Surrak Dragonclaw, Master Thoptrist. What now? I guess the Ultima explosion. We discard Phlage and land tax. And here we send a land and Zendikar. Invasion of Zendikar. Seal escape leveler from opponent. Gonna take care of Etali. But I think we might have this one. Because we get to Xenagos and Medomai once more. Yeah, opponent concedes. GG's. Did we have fun? Yeah, a little bit. Good games, opponent. Yuna Hope of Spyra. This is a bit slow, but it has the right pieces against our opponent. Deafening Silence. Each player can cast more than one non-creature each turn. Sterling Grove. Calyx guided by Fayth. Now, because it has Shroud, it cannot put a counter on itself. I guess we're gonna play our commander here. The little guy, because it can block Calyx since it can't grow. Spelunking. And because this has to target, they are putting the counters on Tidus. Yeah, I don't think the Sterling Grove is doing what they want here. And now we get Training Grounds. Get a couple of activations. Uro. No, we need a land here. Okay. Okay. Oh, they should sacrifice their crop there. Rampant growth. And because of spelunking, it enters untapped. Okay, so we have the mana, so let's pass. We can Cyclonic in our opponent's turn. Elspeth conquers death. I guess they want the tax. We're gonna get a basic here. And activate 2 more times. Right, so yeah, let's just pass. Opponent gets overwhelming splendor. Mirari's Wake. And they concede because we just keep our mana up, and when they don't play anything we want to interact with, we just activate our commander. So yeah, good game. Slimefoot and Squee, and we have Divine Purge. We're gonna snap keep it. So I'm thinking we're gonna get Spirit's Headquarters, and then next turn we can train it and activate right away. Yeah, I keep having trouble whenever I have enough mana and draw the trainer. Sometimes I forget which ability to pick, and I automatically go for drawing a card, which means my turns get messed up. We're gonna cultivate. White and blue. Opponent places Thrill of Possibility. They have a Valkapot to reanimate, but we have Ultima, and we have Divine Purge for our opponent's Slimefoot and Squee. So should we? I guess we do. Divine Purge. The Squee costs more now. We play Tidus, we have 6 mana next turn, so 3 activations. Opponent plays Lighted Halfling, Grease Boorish Larva. So let's try to get 3 lands here. 1 for 1, 2 for 2, and drum roll. Fine, we get swords. Opponent plays Slimefoot and Squee. We kill Slimefoot and Squee. Opponent Flares of Malice. Okay. Send you to the command zone. And I guess we play Ultima, so they don't have a sapling anymore. Alright, I needed to play the land first, because of Ultima. It ends the turn. Opponent persists the lighted halfling. Here we have Overlord of the Flood Pits. We are gonna discard land tax. This is not a matchup for it. And we're gonna pass. We have Wash Away up. Opponent plays Noxious Revival. We're gonna counter that. And it seems like they have their commander stuck in the graveyard for a while. Skyfisher Spider. Sacrifice a creature, destroy target non-land. They destroyed our Overlord. We have 9 mana, so we're gonna Rhythm of the Wild, Primeval Titan, and yeah, the opponent concedes. Yeah, Slimefoot is really risky. I don't like getting our commanders in the graveyard, but unless we have like a delve, then you can delve it away, it goes to exile, send it to the command zone, or something like that. But if it's not 100% that you're gonna get it back soon, then yeah, don't leave it in the yard. Good games, opponent. Mara's Soul of the Accord. They have a dork that can tap a Mara here, I think. Oh, a regular dork. When I'm placing During Innocence. They play mana, draw a card. We're gonna block and Growth Spiral with our Insidious Fungus. Scrabble Skype. Okay. I'm gonna get 2 forests. Play a fetch land and get headquarters. They place Flowering of the White Tree, so that's gonna ramp up their pressure. Huh. discard Uro, 2 Winter Night Stories. And we're gonna Utopia's Brawl on white. And I think get more blue mana here. We need to find a Wrath with Memory Deluge next turn. Are we dead here? Oh, I didn't count. I guess we were dead. We needed the Wrath 1 turn earlier, so good games, man. Good games. Emoti, Celebrant of the Bounty. They are a go big deck, but we should go even bigger than them. We're gonna start with Training Grounds and then Glimpse the Core. And now we have a Housemate, which means we can get our own Emoti. Harrow. So we harrowed when our opponent fetched, so they wouldn't have blue mana just in case. I mean, they still had their Gilded Goose, I guess. Opponent plays Oracle of Moldaya. Maybe we take it then. We reveal Growth Spiral. Opponent plays Emoti. They get Flare of Cultivation. Get a land. Growth Spiral. And we Brotherhood sends. We are getting a little behind against our opponent's ramp, but we should catch up soonish. Bulkboard Titan from opponent. Get a land and another land. So let's play Ultima here. We destroy their Tyrant and they don't get anything out of him. Boring clicks, Voice of Hunger. So this is Temple Garden. Add mana, add mana. Let Boring Click resolve, get lost. Okay. Seems like we are in it. Discard 2. Okay, opponent has seen pretty much all of our hand. They see mana drain, they see Rhythm of the Wild. I think the mana drain is what scared them. Because even if they just play Treasure Cruise, we can counter it, they don't draw the cards, but we get 8 mana on our turn, so. And because they are a big mana spells, then that really scared them, so. Good games. We did manage to pull it off. Dragonclaw. Okay, we need to ramp and ramp quickly. HK only has word 1, so Swords is actually gonna be effective. It's gonna cost 2 mana, but that's still premium price for removal. Rampant Growth gets us a forest, an island, sorry. And then we're gonna play Invasion into the north. So they might get one HK trigger. Let's see if they have priority here. Seems like it's not the case, so we should ramp. Plains and mountain. HK comes down, but no, draw. And then we... Right, HK wants to play a creature and a non-creature in the same turn, and then she gets bigger and draws a card in combat. Since I didn't read it, I already knew what she does, because as it turns out, we have a video on her on the channel. Okay. Here we're gonna play our commander, and we have Tooth and Nail. Oops, that's not the right land. Never mind then. Opponent plays Mithril Coat, keeps it indestructible, but only to a legendary, which they have none here. So let's do it right this time. Tooth and Nail. And I guess we can Primeval Titan, we can Overlord, but we're gonna definitely get Xenagos here. Yeah. We get Xenagos and I think Primeval Titan. That way we're gonna put our land count way far above our opponents, only at 4, and yeah, that's a really steep hill to come back from. And also we had Bruse for next turn, so good game. With any of the unwritten. Okay, let's see if we get another land. And we do, so gonna be ramping and then cultivating and then Dragon Lord or Utah. You'll tank Fister from opponent. Okay, let's play Ultima here. Invasion of Zendikar. So we need to make the most of this Oyutai attack. And that's a land tax. Ureni comes down and they get Miriam. Guess we kill Ureni here. Mana drain. And let's see if opponent blocks with Miriam. If they block Bruse, then we get double Oyutai triggers and also... Okay, opponent double blocks Oyutai, so let's give it trample as well. And we're gonna try to get a land here. Oh, not ideal. But we wanted a blue land for mana drain. However, Cyclonic is also an option. Especially if our opponent taps out, then we Cyclonic and that's the game. Ranked River Regent. Okay, so that might not be the game yet. Okay, we get a land. So let's Cyclonic Rift after they play their hand. Or any, and they get Goldspan Dragon. Okay, so here we're gonna Cyclonic. And yeah, opponent concedes. I guess... Yeah, they were not losing yet, but we could haste in and give them, put them all the way down to 2. And they have no board, so hard to recover from. Good games. Etali Primal Conqueror. So we wanna play Kami and then the Fungus. And go from there. Here we take Sacred Foundry. An opponent is gonna be at 4 mana. Forceful Cultivator. So maybe they don't have another land. Huh. Play Dragonlord Ojutai. And then we're gonna get Bruse Tarl, give it double strike. Getting 2 cards and 10 damage as well. Ooh, Bonehor Dracosaur. Seems like we might just get to 1 card this turn. Because I'm named for Merfolk with the Cavern instead of human. However, we can still get more white mana and kill their Florahydron, but maybe that's not the play. Let's get Jetmir's Gathering instead and play Thrasios. Opponent gets Chromox, which means they're 1 mana away from Etali. Topiary is Thumper, they're gonna get a land, which means we should kill the Chromox as well as the Florahydron, if possible. Okay, it seems like we can do it, but we would be 1 mana short of Bruse Tarl. So let's attack with Ojutai. Surrak, Medomai. Destroy Chromox. Then Phlage on the Florahydron. Hulking Raptor from opponent. We play Bruse, Ojutai, and double strike. We're gonna see 6. 1 should be a land. And we kill Hulking Raptor. He's gonna play Etali, go to 6. They get Reprieve and Arcane Signet. So I guess that's the game. You tried, Pickle Rick. You really tried. Good games. Shokai, Flickering Talon. So they're gonna be casting on creatures and then linking their creatures with it. We have Insidious Fungus, a little expensive for a total of 3 mana, but it's the same as if we didn't have a turn 1 play and then we had a turn to ramp. Opponent plays Solar Transformer. Actually, let's get rid of it. Enduring Innocence. We play our Overlord and opponent is gonna double spell here. It seems like they're not. They still get the trigger though. So let's Hasting Overlord of the Flood Pits. Opponent plays Fateful Ancients. We discard a land. Opponent plays either Chandler and I assume they bounce the clue. They draw a card. So they draw 2 with Enduring Innocence. And the heroes. We're gonna Thirst, discard a mountain. Play a Kami, get a Steam Vent tapped. Cliff Siege and creatures get +1/+0 and haste. And trample. Right. So opponent's gonna put us down to 9, to 6 rather. But I think we should Sunfall here. We have our Overlord. Exclusion Mage. Okay. They bounce the Overlord. Spirited Companion. Draw a card. They got combat, we're gonna trade. I don't have enough mana for Tooth and Nail. I guess we should. With a nail, Medomai and Xenagos. Extra turn. To this. So we should play Surrak and our commander. And we're gonna gain 12. We are at 18, opponent is at 10. Cloud Bracer from opponent. And yeah, we are threatening double strike on Medomai. Opponent Cyclonic Strafe our commander, but we still have Medomai, so not the smartest choice. Has Trample. And yeah. On conceits we had an extra turn and we got pretty much everything we could want. Good game, Shokai. Slime Food Thalid Transplant. This slime food gets fungi whenever they play a land or a forest. And it doesn't even have to be a basic. See, fungus, 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 fungus. Propagator Primordium. It gets spore counters and it can return fungus from their yard to the field if they have 3. We're gonna harrow for you and you to the north for white. No attacks. Now the only downside of slime food is that all of the fungi are not really great. Okay, they get the bonnet sprout. Play your Overlord. And we get everywhere. This needs 3 creatures to be a 3/3. Okay. And it seems like opponent has removal. Okay, they have Harrow. They're gonna get a couple of more cards with their commander. And usually they tend to only play basics because that way you maximize on forests and swamps. Some Shambler. Is that one of the ones from here? Yeah, all the way down. We have Track Hand Trainer, and we can activate Exhaust ability, play our commander, and activate our commander once. Okay, we get a land. Ponem jump blocks. And now their sprout is a 3-3. They had go for the throat it seems, but they kept it for our commander. Opponent returns their propagator. They start propagating. Now they have 3 copies in the yard and 2 on board. Forge Fire Automaton. Opponent attacks us. Winter Night Stories. Let's draw. And we discard our own fungus. I'm gonna kill the automaton. Play our commander. And attack. Opponent dead sprouts on our overlord. And I guess we have to exile Slimefoot and Slimefoot. Sorry, that was the previous game. Ah, farewell. Let's attack, double strike, and we're gonna jump block because we have farewell. Opponent is thinking again. Ravenous Chupacabra. We're gonna play Winter Night Stories. Discard you on you. Exile creatures or graveyards. Kills our Overlord and we have smothered Slimefoot. And let's see what they can do here. Skyfisher Spider. That's gonna kill their Slimefoot, I think. Oh, they kill Training Grounds instead. For the combat, attack, double strike on Oyutai. They kill it, that's fine. They jump block. And now we have a board, opponent has only a spider. Opponent ramps. Elvish Claimer. So let's go to combat. Double strike on the Vanguard. They Tidus, get some lands. They Iron Jubilant Brawler.
Let's make it a fight to remember.
And 3 cards, but they don't get anything back. And I think that's the game. Yeah, good games. Kinda took it out for a little too long, I guess. But good games, nonetheless.